going to take you into a trip to my bathroom so you can go ahead and check it out. And you can see how the magnitude connected from the granite connected to the macro of the Tesla components that LAPD put on my computer technician when they entrapped him and his poor girlfriend, not only harassing them, but having them call me to try to buy drugs for them to try to entrap me. Not only calling from that Tarzana McDonald's on Wilbur Ventura, but putting the Tesla components on him and having him put it on my computer processing server that linked directly to the officers by macro, and my bathroom connected through macro as well, linked directly to the officers and the pornography crimes they committed in my bathroom to children. We're going to go ahead and show it to you now. I want to state that all my evidence on the website, it has all professional Google proof of, of surveillance, magnitude, what rates, and everything else, but proves everything 100% copacetic. We're going to show you how this, I want to show you this before we go show you the bathroom. Now, I want you to go ahead and take a look how this is not only connected to LAPD, but macro, which is MACRO, the same thing with the bathroom. But what they use is a tool against me, but to use against my phone and much more. You go ahead and take a look. And as you'll see, the cat face, I want you to take very notice of the cat face, but linked to the 150 companies I have for terrorism, but by a cat face and a circle on top. I do want you to check that out. As you can see, the cat face and the circle, right? Hold on. But the companies through terrorism not only have the same cat face on it, but we're going to show you what was found in the DWP phone, as they're involved with electrocuting me and FCC failing to report a city code violation. But what LAPD said, I imagine, but they put in my home with the Iranian terrorist suspect, but so they could give me a false medical, but committing medical fraud to do it and paying off family members to legally sign medical paperwork, but then being outside my home, blocking every single medical call to fix it, and committing a $6.5 million medical fraud under my name, LA Healthcare, and having my residence under www.nerdyhires.com, which is NERDYHIRES, using my Mark Shalom account, 666, it's markshalom666 at gmail.com, and my 714-770-4106, but to pay my neighbors to pretend to be my LA Healthcare and steal my Social Security, which is unbelievable and disrespectful, but I can never, they keep on frauding their Social Security. Even for my new phone bought from Boost, I filled out the Social Security internet form for a callback, and LAPD frauded the callback. Yeah, and stole my Social Security again. Unbelievable. Yeah, and they keep on doing it with no care in the world. But they're involved with poisoning me, drugging me, facilitating my torture by hate crime. I do want them all arrested in that parking lot. And I do want them given to United States President Donald Trump for them wanting and making a threat to kill Donald Trump. They want to cut Mr. Trump's head off, is I think what they said. As they impersonated a Secret Service agent and murdered one, and we have it on court documents as proof, as it happened in my probation office. I don't want them to hurt our United States President. They are planning an attack with Iran and the United Kingdom. And I do not want a state of emergency because these guys are pussies, and you can handle it another way because they want it to be called a state of emergency so they can benefit off it in a different way. But no, it's not going to happen. Not them benefited, but they want a certain thing to happen, but which will cost Americans their lives, and we're not going to let that happen. Now, I have every piece of evidence to convict these officers for death penalty crimes. I do want to charge them and press charges for the death penalty crimes they did commit. And I want to state how they committed the United States death penalty crimes. I want to go ahead and state, after the May 4, 2017 5-page virus sent to www.whitehouse.gov, they impersonated a United States Secret Service agent and then facilitated my torture by hate crime for 4 years, which is a war crime and a death penalty charge. I do want them charged, arrested, and sentenced to a death penalty. I do want them taken in and given the death penalty charge. All three of those officers I want charged with the death penalty, no matter what, with no leniency. And I want to sign for it. I want their death penalty given for sure, 100% with no leniency. They put 85%. Why I want their death penalty guaranteed is because they put 85% of the population in risk were to be killed, but for selling out our country. So I do want the death penalty given to them immediately. Now, I also want to state that they work with terrorist suspect Elon Cohen, apartment 208. I want to state how they commit the crimes and how Spectrum.net showed the torture show of me, but with these LAPD officers involved with the 6 police stations I went against, but involved with child pornography and child endangerment, who failed to report a crime in the Value Inn Room 14 when a camera was found in the sink lever. Renee Corral out of Larry Joe's sink in plumbing in Northwest California gave a statement not only verifying it was a camera in the sink, but where they were doing child porn with LAPD West Valley, failing to report a child endangerment there as well because they're involved with accepting illegal money from child pornography distribution, and why they failed to report it. Let's go ahead and show you some real stuff now. I want to go ahead and make sure I bring the Tesla component with us. That way you have the proof of that. And there's secret chips that are hidden. And with Tesla's proof of them not only copyrighting my name, but I want to state that FBI also giving Amazon Prime a tax-free cut, but so they could share my account with 50,000 people and set me up, is why they gave them that tax-free cut, because they got caught committing a life sentence crime of terrorism and espionage, and FBI is scared. So what they try to do in reverse is set me up and have a bunch of kids. Not only what they're doing is through the Xbox and the football cartridges, they're copywriting websites of Secret Service, Homeland Security, FBI, and LAPD is actually sending hundreds of kids in this building every day. I want to state where they walk through this parking lot, but from the ages 9 and up, not only wearing $100 Apple earpieces, but committing crimes and disrespecting our United Secret Service as well. By saying this statement, I want to go ahead and state what they said. And this was on December 30th, 2017, on YouTube from a man named Scope, who got at me saying this. Hey, so are you going to work with terrorists? I said, no, man. It may be time we need to submit you for a severe psychological evaluation. So not only threatening me by accepting they commit medical fraud, but these guys actually kidnapping me 7 times, illegally drugging me. Yeah, I want them charged for that. And I want their insurance policies and a claim made against them immediately. And I need a lawyer. I want to sue the shit out of them, but I want them in jail today is what I need done. I'm going to go ahead and send this to the Justice System Integrity and you, District Attorney. I want to say thank you for participation and helping me out with these child molesters. But these are dangerous men that are involved in raping children and killing women. I don't think they're, even though they're peace officers, I don't think they're able to handle the streets. I think they'll be a danger to our community. I don't want them in our community because they cause our general public safety, and I think they need to be remanded into custody immediately. Why I say they need to be remanded into custody immediately? Because if they are out, they'll be able to gather with the terrorists of ISIS that they work with, and they can actually cause or commit serious danger to an innocent American. I do want them taken and arrested immediately and charged with the death penalty crime. Thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and take you to the bathroom and show you what it's looking like. As you can see, you hear that by my stairs. They break in my room. Oh yeah, we're going to get the 500 burglaries they committed in my room too as well. You see it coming out right there? Yeah. See it? See the lights coming out from in there? Yeah, they're cameras. Unbelievable, huh? There's some on the toilet too they even have. Unbelievable. Yeah, you want to come in here? Oh, I want to state also, Sergeant Chavez, Major Crimes. We're going to give you our phone call history and show you how many 911 calls they frauded first and how many internal affairs calls they frauded. But had internal affairs frauded calls. But I sent Sergeant Chavez, Major Crimes, cell phone number 213-842-0783. Over 50,000 federal offenses these officers committed. Including child crimes. I think somebody's threatening her not to help me because I was waiting for a police report I never did get. I want to say Sergeant Placencia also has evidence and even stated herself, are they still there committing crimes? Yeah, I was like, yeah, these assholes are still here committing crimes. They don't care about nobody, no authority. I think you need to go ahead and put these guys in handcuffs immediately before they cause danger to our public. They're dangerous. And they're not trustable in our public. And even though they're peace officers, they're sellouts and almost caused deaths to 85% of our community. And we need them arrested and taken into custody and off our streets. They're very dangerous and dangerous to our public and to our public health, as they did commit electrocutions to me. I don't think our city would be safe with these guys on the streets. So I don't want them to be given no bail at all. No bail. No time ever, because then they communicate with their terrorists. So I want a bail revoked at every court hearing, no matter what. I've been working this case for 6 years. I'm the man handling this case. I've been handling Secret Service's job, and I have all the inside intel. I have every chip, every modem, every proof. I know how to handle these guys, and I want them locked down, never no bail till they get sentenced for their death penalty or life sentence act of terrorism charges, including espionage. So I do not want them released at any time, or it could cause danger. I know how to handle the case. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'm in charge right now till Secret Service takes over. So I do want to state that for the record. And I'm a professional in a man of physics. And a man of physics. I am a professional. You can look my name up on the internet. Not only am I a mathematics genius, but I put everything together myself. I put out the puzzle, and I'm going to show you how sophisticated the levels is right now as well. I want to go ahead and state this is a key found. I want you to pay very close notice to this key. It's not only mechanical in the inside and out. It just revealed the key. But I want to state these certain facts, sir, to the district attorney. Now, district attorney, do you notice a cat face with the circle on top, sir? Do you notice the level of that, sir? Do you notice what I showed you, the camera linked to the very LAPD officers with the same cat face with the circle? Right? It's no coincidence, sir. And we'll show you what else is not a coincidence as well. But I do want them remanded into custody immediately. They are a danger to our community. Immediately. Because they have maybe poisonous gases that they wanted to blow the White House up with. That's poison and regular explosive material. And I think they have it across the street, as it looks like a bunker, of a bomb shelter bunker in the back of the building. But I want to state 95% of the building across the street is not only involved with impersonating 911 calls, but we're going to show you the phone call record proving everything, including Spectrum stating they stole my number for 2 years on video and under the Instagram account I gave you earlier on this video. I want to go ahead and show you the phone call history as well, but I want you to take a better look at this key first, sir. Very sophisticated. I want to state the mechanics of this key are very, very sharp. There's actual movements inside. It is a very sophisticated key. It's something very special. Not only linked with the cat club, or the cat people with the 150,000 companies I do have for funding terrorism, that I do want their companies forfeited and have the proof, and then have to forfeit their companies, and I will be giving all evidence forward to the United States Secret Service and FBI Washington DC, as FBI Los Angeles was negligent in all facts, except one nice guy, FBI agent, I know where you live, from Instagram, was a very good guy. I don't want that guy touched at all. I do want to state that for the reference. The guy's a good man, good FBI agent, and was very helpful, and never let me down when I asked him a question. So I don't want him really touched at all. He has no dealings with these other FBI agents involved. Nothing to do with them. So I do want to state I don't want that man touched at all. At all. I'm protecting him. Okay. Now, let's continue on. Now, this key it's a very sophisticated key. It's very special, by the way. I've seen lots of pieces before, I want to tell you. I have many collections of them. I'm going to show you everything we got here, because I want this to be kind of like a full report deal, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. And I want to make it as best and as precise as I can to make you understand the levels of people involved. There's no state of emergency to be declared, and it's mandatory. You cannot state that at all. Why? The reasons is it cannot be done because you will cause hurt to us, me, you, and our families, and the rest of the population, but you cannot do it at no clause. Okay, let's go ahead. Move forward. I handle this case very carefully because I'm smart and I need to know the way to do things are very sharply. I checked all the aspects. It could be handled taking them in one at a time, or 10 at a time. Well, I need Homeland Security to get their participation on, and we need to get it together and get these guys arrested and booked into custody. They caused over $670,000 trillion in national debt for our country, by the way, and they disrespected our country yesterday on 9/11. Including the deaths of our people by selling out our country. So these officers need to go in immediately. I don't know who the hell they think they are. These bozos or clowns. We need to go and put some red noses on them. And I don't know why the chief's office hasn't went and slapped these clowns right off. But I know if we had Charlie Beck, he would have slapped these little pussy cops, little child molesting cops in the ass, and had them on their way. Alright, let's go ahead and show you. Now, I mean, the amount of times is going to be unbelievable calling 911, but telling them all the crimes that have been happening and, nothing happening, it's because a law enforcement breaching occurred. And that was a problem in this situation, Mr. District Attorney and Mr. JSID Attorney as well. I do want to state that for the facts. I want to state what LAPD with the Iranian terrorist Ilan Cohen his landlord, but Elon Cohen still using a laptop, controlling all my accounts and stealing all my accounts, but making sure all my websites come back copyrighted. Elon Cohen lives in 18620 Hatteras Street, apartment 208, Tarzana, California 91356. Let's go forward.